Hey, you know what? This is a very important weekend coming up, ladies. It's Valentine's Day on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Boo.
well, here's the thing. Either you love it right now, or you hate it.
I
Okay.
hate it always.
Yeah, I
Um,
I
usually
never
hate
loved
it.
it.
yeah, you got a real hater spirit right there. Um, I'm not really sure
I
what that's
got
about.
hate in my heart, and it's for
Yeah,
Valentine.
yeah. I mean, how you gonna hate a holiday? It ain't done nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
I don't like Christmas either.
okay. You know
I'm
what?
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
Get out.
that.
Yeah, like get out straight up.
But I am I like it for other people. So okay. If you like it, all right, fine.
Hey, listen, let me say this to any guys that are watching, will watch at some point, whatever. Hey, man, do something nice for your woman,
Do
your
it.
lady, your friend. Make her feel special, because that's really what it's about. All right, the ladies want to feel special. We might not totally understand and get it. I didn't for the long time. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? But when you finally do get it, okay, it's really easy. Then you can knock it out the park. Anyway,
Tap
let's
double
move.
O seven. Yes, this is on Blab.
But
Yes,
quick
it's on.
question though. Quick question. Is
Yeah.
Valentine's Day only for women? Like, should a woman give the man? Well, okay, you can answer that later. I guess we can get to questions, but I'm wondering, is it just
No
a
problem.
ladies' holiday?
No.
No. But I'll be honest with you. I really don't even. This is me, and I'm not saying it's a right or wrong to it. I'm so focusing on not screwing it up, that I'm not even thinking about what I'm getting. Because guys ain't into
Mhm.
it like that.
Guys,
I mean,
most guys are not into it like that. But I
yeah,
cannot date somebody that says, oh, I don't believe in Valentine's Day. Well, believe in it because it's real, it's on the calendar. Like, no, you better buy me something.
I'm gonna
You
tell
better
you
do
just.
something.
I'm gonna tell you this, ladies, real quick before we get into our topic. It's really about guys not understanding what it represents, and really what it represents is women feeling special. I mean, that's all it boils down to.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of ambiguous to us because, like I said, we don't have that need, and we break down Valentine's Day. It's about commercialism. All they want is your money. You're
Right.
not gonna force me
I'm
to
like,
go out here and
yeah,
just spend a
okay.
bunch of money.
So it's
Da, da, da.
Christmas, but you still celebrate it.
But here's the deal: you got to do it, man. I ain't saying you got to spend a lot of money because you can make somebody feel very
Exactly.
special without going broke. But you got to find a way, whatever it is. Okay, I want to tell the guys a secret, to the game, but my wife might be watching, and I just can't, what I'm saying, put everything out there. But
Your wife
because
is
it's my
busy.
it's,
She
it's
ain't
my thing,
watching.
if I have a class, she's not watching. But if I have a class just for the guys, then I'll share
We
it.
all know
But
she ain't watching.
she definitely ain't. But it's a way that guys, listen. I'm taking all the challenge, the difficulty, and the mystery out of making your woman happy. You can hit the mark every single time and knock it out the park. So, but I'm not gonna share it right now. So listen, okay. Topic I
Cliffhanger.
want to talk about is men know when you're bluffing, ladies. We do.
Like in
Typically,
poker.
yeah, your poker face game is totally out the window. Typically, a woman, she gets mad with the guy. He's a jerk. He's been a jerk forever, and she's always saying, "I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." Okay, one day she finally says, "You know what? I'm done. I'm over it. It's a wrap. Okay, don't call me. Don't blah 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 blah." And she's telling her girlfriends, I'm not gonna mention anybody or call nobody out. No, girl, it's over. I listen, when I tell you it's over, I am done. You know what I
I'm
mean?
done. I am
Done.
done with him.
I feel like Martin, what's the Shanae? Oh, yeah.
Shanae?
Yeah. So like I said, I ain't calling nobody out. But so you hear that and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, you done. That's what's up. And then a week later, maybe not even a week, maybe not even a
Maybe
whole
not even
7 days.
a
Yeah, it
week.
ain't even a whole 7 days. You be
No.
good if you make it 5.
3 days.
You right
You're
back,
like 3
you
days.
right back in there with that joker. All right. So here's the deal. All right. See, and guys, we're used to this. You kind of expect it. All right. Now I'm going to take my text. Okay. Because, you got to take it to the word. All right. Because this is like the church. No, I'm just playing. It's not. No, I'm not. But seriously, the scripture, and it's only because I couldn't, it was just good. It works. Okay. Train up a child, right? In the way that they should go. You hear me? I don't hear no amens. I don't hear,
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to do some demoting out here. Okay. Yeah. I'm about to set somebody down. Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to pick a new armor bearer because y'all jokers. All right. Train them up. Question. Hey, watch the question. Somebody put a question out there. You might have to send it again.
She said she met a new guy. He's awesome. How do I not mess this up?
Okay, well, we're gonna talk about that. I'm glad you met a new guy. Okay, but we're gonna talk about that. So anyway, train up a child in the way that, okay, all right, yeah, I get it. So train up a child in the way that they should go. and when they're old, they will not depart from it. All right, that's the formula. Now, why is that so powerful? Yeah, I know you want to know it. Okay.
Because you beat them into submission.
I don't have no kids, so I don't know what we're talking about.
Don't beat them. That's how you train them. Don't. Well, yeah, you do beat them. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you beat them. Because the cops ain't coming to my house. Because I'm about to admit that out here on the airwaves. All right. So here's it. So the thing is
conversation is about to turn left.
No, it's not. No, listen, ladies, it's about behavioral psychology, right? Okay, there's an action. The child does something. All right. So you train them, guide them, you give them a little bit of what I would consider an undesirable consequence. All right. You may have to put them in timeout, put little Johnny in the corner, or you may have to resort to other measures, So whatever it is, the next time Johnny does that.
Don't be confused, Shawanda.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna let you get into it. But the next time he does that, then he'll remember what happened, or she'll remember what happened, and then he'll change the behavior. All right. So we want to use that while we're dealing with the men. Okay. Same premise. All right. So now, first thing that you got to know, ladies, that when you tell a guy that you're gonna do something or you're not gonna do something, if it's over, whatever. A guy's mindset, his attitude, first thing is his assumption is you don't mean it. Just let that kind of just simmer down, just get in your spirit that you totally don't mean it. Why? Because, well, first of all, he's going to challenge that because you presented him with a challenge or a problem. Okay, we like problems. We like challenges. It may be one of the most exciting things that you've presented us in a long time anyway. Okay, so you've given us something. Okay, we got to chase the flashlight. We're the cat on the, what I'm saying? So we got something to do now. So guys operate from the premise of we do not listen, ladies, to what you say. That's okay. I know I'm talking now. I know I'm.
Preach.
Well, that's encouraging. You don't listen to what we say. Got it.
Hey, y'all. Anybody else out there? I'm taking applications for my amen section because I'm about to have two. Yeah, I'm about to have two open.
No, you're not.
But guys, listen, this is very important. This is very important. Guys do not listen. They don't listen to what you say. They watch what you do. Why? Because we are very action oriented. We're doers. Okay. All right. So that's what we respond to. Now, going back to our little analogy.
Said calling someone's bluff forces them to reveal their hand so they continue to play.
Still waters run deep. Say it again. Well, explain that a little bit more to me. Hey, what's up, Erica? Actions speak louder than words.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Very good. Hey, I want to shout out my one of my little homettes, Nichelle. Nichelle says she watches the videos when they go out. She calls her girlfriends. They sit, they pop the popcorn and they get the information.
Nichelle.
Yeah, afterwards they talk about it. So hey, There you go. I shouted you out. All right. So listen. All right. So now we go back to our train up a child analogy. All right. Soon as you tell your child, okay, you got your child in the terrible 2 stage. All right. You tell them to sit there. You sit there in that high chair. Don't you get out. I don't know. It's too big for a high chair. I don't know. Maybe it is. But you tell them sit there. Don't get out. Don't move. All right. Now, as soon as you say that, little Johnny is thinking, well, I know what she said, but I know she don't mean me. She must mean you. Talking to the dog, because yeah, I know she. So now, because it's not about what you want, it's about what little Johnny wants, and I don't want to sit in this chair. Okay, so now, all right, they will. They will even give you what I would consider that Cat Williams look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she totally don't mean you because you know, when they look at you like you're crazy, you know that whatever it is you told them, they're not about to listen to you no way. Okay, but that's the mindset, that's the attitude. Don't take you serious. Okay. Next
Joe.
thing. All right. Huh?
Joe.
Joe, who?
I'm getting on Periscope. I'm missing all the action.
Yeah, you are. Who is that? Are you saying we should put him? Are you saying we should put him before ourselves? Put who? No. Did you catch the beginning, Reverend? I'm not saying that at all. Keep on listening. Keep on, because I'm not saying that. Okay. First thing I said was mindset, attitude. Number 2, with men. All right. When you tell them that you're going to do something. All right. Is action. All right. So what do you mean? That means that he is going to test you. All right. He's going to try you to see if you really mean what you say. Ladies.
Why?
You do mean it. At the time when you say it, you mean it.
No, but we don't hear we don't hear you.
We
you
don't
gotta
mean
understand it. What I'm saying? No, yeah. That's why we gotta test you. Okay.
You think you mean it, Tanya, because you are like, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. And
we don't listen to that. We don't listen to that. It goes both ways, right? It goes both ways. Okay. So that means he's going to try to do the very thing that you told him not to do. Why? Because he wants to see how you respond. Okay. So if you said, I'm not talking to you, it's over, it's a wrap, he'll text you, he'll call you, he will even show up. Hey, my man, Joe Global. What's up, dog?
You late. He said hi like 7 hours ago.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm that I heard you say Joe, but I didn't make the connection. You know what I'm saying? What's up, homie? If you want to get in on a little bit of this, Joe, let me know. I'll let you in the room. But
so they text, they show up, they do stuff that they know you want them to do, and then you think that they've learned their lesson, so you take them back in and they start acting like dogs again.
Well, that's where you make your mistake, though. Okay, because just because he is calling, texting, and doing all that, what behavior has really changed?
None.
No, he's just doing a lot of talking. Usually it's just the talking, and you're like, okay, well, since you said you're gonna change.
Because oftentimes the way to a woman's heart is through her ears. Okay, so you're getting all this attention, and you feel like, hey, I'm on top, you know, of his radar. He's checking for me. I love it. I'm getting something I haven't gotten in a long time, and you mistakenly think that he's changed. Okay, maybe he has changed, but you don't know that he's changed. Okay, but like we said before, it's about the challenge. Okay, now you've given me a problem. Okay, and now and at this stage, you know what it's about? It's about control and who has it and who doesn't. Because when you tell him, hey, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, I'm tired, you know, because he's been treating you away now, and he calls you and you don't, you know, respond or whatever, now he feels like you've taken the control away from him. All right, and he doesn't like how that feels. You know, you don't like how I feel, but you ain't had it in so long that you probably like used to not having it for most, and with a lot of time, with a lot of women. Okay, especially if you that doormat. All right, so he
Someone
doesn't like that.
said people don't change; they are what they are.
That's
No,
not
people
true.
can change.
I believe they
That's
can
not true.
change if they want to
Yeah,
change. If
if
they
they
have
want to,
a
not
change.
right. Not you make them change, but your
Right.
behavior.
Oh
Yeah.
shucks. Oh shucks. What's up,
Hey.
Joe Universe?
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Good. Hey, disappear for one. Like my Periscope followers to join, and I'll be back.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. You say you dropping off? Oh, okay. He said he's gonna drop off and invite his followers. Okay. So, all right. So once he does all of this, now here's one I always hear all the time. Ladies can deal with. Oh, he may call, he may text, but I say, you know what? He's gonna show up at your house too, probably. Oh no, he ain't. You don't know him. He don't do that. He don't go through all them changes. Well, you know what? It's because you ain't been playing the whole thing right. You ain't been, doing what you need to do. So you haven't given him a reason to respond in that way. All right. But
I
trust
lost,
me, ladies, he will show up at your door. What's wrong? Oh, okay, I thought something happened.
I lost you for a minute. So when he show up at your door, then what? Do you just not answer the door? That's the or are you saying when you're done, be done?
Well, my thing is this: if you say that you're done, are you done because? And you have to know this: are you done until the behavior changes, or are you just done? And that's only that's only a question that you can answer. If he has done so much to you that you feel like it's beyond repair, he scarred your heart so much that every time you look at him and you guys are together, you can't see anything but the hurt and the pain. It may be a wrap. But if you're just saying, really, I can't do this until something changes, you still need an opportunity to know if things have truly changed. And a lot of times that distance, okay, will show him that you're serious. Okay. Because initially
Someone
when you
said,
tell him,
"What happened to forgiveness? Hurt people hurt people."
what is that? Are they, well, if you're saying that just because you've pulled away a little bit, and I don't know if they're saying that that's a hurtful behavior, but
Well,
that
I
doesn't
don't
mean
think there's anything wrong with forgiving someone, but just because you forgive them doesn't mean they're changed. The behavior changed. You could forgive them, and they're still going to do the same things that they've been doing.
Right.
So what?
So
How do you know? Like, what do you do? Like, if you're done because of you say, so I say, you know what, we're done. We're over. You're not changing. You're doing the same old thing. How do I know to, if what if he really does want to change? Like, how do I know what's the difference between just talk and he really did change? He's really going to try.
hey, Joe Universe, you want to respond to that?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud
Yeah,
and
I can
clear.
hear you now. Yeah.
You know what? I listened to the conversation, and let me just say this off the back to the ladies. Whenever you say something to a man, like, I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't messing with you. Don't call me. Don't mess with me no more. When you say that, you gotta mean that, because every time you let us in, a little bit diminishes the respect we have for the relationship, the respect we have for you. We understand that we test the market to see how far you are. So we'll text you something, or we'll call you, or we'll start an argument to see how much you still care, how much you still got you. Every time you say done, it's over, but then you let me back in, some kind of way, there's a respect for the relationship. There's a respect for your word that diminishes every time you do that. So what I'm saying is this.
So you're saying never to just never say that unless you really mean it.
I only can say this is to really control your emotions. I was listening about emotions, and the doctor said that emotions is a chemical reaction in your body that usually lasts about 5 seconds, but it just takes time for the body to come off the chemical that we release. We have to be careful, not is to not really make a bunch of decisions off our emotions, because once and you dedicate your word, a certain word, emotional word, and you put it out there, it's hard to really take that thing back. And what men don't see is men don't say it's just a limited informational word that you gave or that you made. We just say she made a hard decision, and that's what it was, and she changed her mind, which means that now I'm able to manipulate based off the love she had for me, that I can manipulate the situation and she don't always break down for me. So what I'm saying is that you can say it, but when you say it, make your no mean no. Because men will take advantage. They'll take advantage of the love we have. And the truth is that we're only going to do what allow us to do, especially if it's a negative situation like that. Once we know we got you, that's why I said before, ladies, if never give a man all of you, never give him 100%. It's hard to do it, in certain situations. You can't do that because, if you give him 80%, he'll spend the rest of his life trying to figure out what's the 20 that you have.
That's funny. That's funny. Like you say that. I've heard people say that before, but how do you not give 100%? Like, I honestly don't like even get that. I don't get that. Like, I don't know how to do that.
I'm trying to soak up all these nuggets. That's why I'm not jumping in. But
again of controlling your emotions, because your emotions will push you to say, for instance, Chris Rock had a joke about how women, how they kind of, sprinkle their sexuality on a man. They don't do all their tricks in one night, but men do all their tricks on the first night to see if he can the night with you. But women will do this, but they won't do that, and then say, I ain't gonna do that for 2 weeks. Then I'm gonna do that to him, and then after that, I'm gonna do that. The same thing with that is that you just gotta be careful on what you give. But the problem is this: the true problem is that some people or most people are not that substantive to have enough inside of them that they could ration it out. They just give them everything because they're limited. And so I think what the proper thing to do is to make sure you got enough inside of you before you enter a relationship. Because once you give it all up and you a two-trick pony, the truth is that once you show all your everything that you are, and that you never evolve and you never grow and you never learn nothing new. And there's a lot of people out here like that. There's a lot of men out there like that. That's why they have 6-month relationships. It's because they know in 6 months you're gonna figure out how full of garbage we are. So you can only hold your stomach in so long. I don't care how strong you is. Real come out. And so a lot of guys, and I say this based off insecurity, even some women I know, they're only interested in that new relationship feeling. You know how you feel when you first get somebody and you got chills and you on the phone with them, and then when that honeymoon phase break down and then real life settle in and y'all settle in, most people can't deal with that. So what they are habitual daters, but they are not relationship people. You got to make sure that you're not caught up with them, because habitual daters, which are men who are insecure, who don't have any substance inside of themselves, and you trying to make a habitual dater a husband, and he's not.
Right.
You like him because you like the way his beard is, you like the way he do certain things, but back there, only got 6. The difference between the two. I can't give you that answer. It's just something that you got to discern. You got to know. Maybe Chris can help with that because there's like that. And so women say, "Well, these men are garbage. He was so good at it, and then he just faded out." It's because he didn't have nothing else to offer you. You was gonna figure out eventually that house he was living in wasn't his house, and the car he drive is his mama's car. He just drive it all. And it can only hold our stomach in so long. And some guys like the fact that you praise us for the moment, and then we move on to the next praiser because the praise will be fresh. So you just gotta be familiar with that. But the problem is that women are giving 100% to habitual daters, or too soon or too quick, and men become laid down and gave everything, not just sex, but just everything. And you do that too quick, that actually turn men off.
It's something that I teach about, dating in terms of stages, right? You can't just go into it thinking like, hey, I like them, they like me, I'm all in. Okay. Right. And at each stage, there needs to be some performance requirements. Okay. Initially, you're attracted. Okay. And, that it's like a pyramid. Okay. The base is broad. You're meeting different people. All right. You go to the next level when somebody kind of stands out and we're dating or talking to each other a little bit more. And, that stage has its requirements. Then, okay, I get exclusive with somebody. And you go through these different stages. But in each stage, you're giving a little bit more and more and more of who you are as you see more and more of who they are. And it's it can be common to get to a higher stage because at the top of this pyramid, we have holy matrimony. So, but it's common to get close to that and realize that the person that I connected with at the bottom of the pyramid, I'm not really vibing with them as we get more intimate with each other. And I don't mean physically, I just mean into you, into me. And you need to be able to make a very mature decision to say, you know what, we tried, it doesn't work, and walk away from the relationship and still, have it be salvageable. Well, you know what? You take yours, and it's got to be ugly because typically breakups are like that. I mean, you think about the term break up, it sounds like something harsh and horrible. I remember Tanya, you had an experience and you was like, it was the most amicable breakup I've ever had in my life. It was weird. I felt dirty.
It was just calm. It was just like, all right, so we're not doing this? No. Okay. All right, so bye. And I was just like, wait, no one was yelling? I didn't scream and cry and tell them off and curse them out. What happened? Just like,
what'd you say, Joe?
Go stab a tire for make me feel better about this.
That's what I felt like I should have been doing. Like, that's how you really break up, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to find an amicable breakup right now myself, but it's not. Yeah. Why you got your eyes on?
Come on out here and tell your business out in these blab and Periscope streets.
You information.
We
can have a coaching session right here. You going through a breakup?
Tell us about it.
I went through this men knowing your bluff kind of thing, but you had no idea, and I wasn't going to tell you. But just like a dad or whatever, I you always know. It's like
you just always feel it. Like, all right, since you asked, you're like, I didn't ask. Right,
Toya. But anyway, somebody said something about getting back to the about the bluffing thing, where men, if you say that you're not going to do something, but because you're hopeful that the person is sincere about what they say, and I know, Doc, you always say you watch what they do, not what they say, and the amount of time between that. So say, for instance, I didn't say I'm done, but there was a separation period, and you wait for them to come back. They come back, They do something, they do right for a week or two, but this is their habit. A week or two, and then they back to the pieces, you know, in the doghouse again. So after the third time, it is you playing games. You don't really want to be here. Why y'all looking at me like that? Like,
I mean, we listen because you going in. You know what I mean? You like you didn't got in your emotions. Like, he's like, why you playing games? You know, you went like you transformed. So you know
how
like that's all everything.
I've been thinking about you, and you're like, okay, so wait. Then they, you know, they do a phone call. Hi, just thought I'd give you a call. The next thing, well, I didn't get any flowers or anything at the door, but I kind of like gave in too soon when I should have known better. And it wasn't a week before dudes start tripping again. And if I didn't have the coaching, what was it, Chrisology 101, I would have flipped out, literally. You know, and you be talking to me from behind bars right about now. I be calling you for bail money, Tanya. But
you better call somebody else. You be screwed if you call me, girl.
But I'm wondering why I'm wondering though why you fell for the banana in the tailpipe, right?
You know me, I just don't like to listen sometimes. I gotta learn the hard way.
Yes, okay. You do.
A few times.
Yes.
But I do listen to you, and I'm listening like Joe said, I think it is, don't show your emotions, don't get all emotional and carry on. You know, I realize this is my, you know, I'm in control of this. I'm not going to flip out. I'm not going to, you know, if anyone is to blame, it is me. So I need to do things differently. Not everybody has that maturity. I didn't have it before I learned how to date. But even in my learning, there's still a growing process. I'm still learning.
Yeah. And it, you know, go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
I think that really, for the most part, a lot of times don't call us on our garbage. They'll kind of wait for it to build up. They'll see little signs of games and tricks and all that kind of. But I think that the real conversation with men really work. I'm talking about not when y'all arguing and you getting it all out, but after y'all had a wonderful time, maybe y'all had a little affection, maybe at dinner, and you just say, "Listen, I know we're having a great time. I just want to say this. That time you did this to me, you did that and didn't call me, or you did this and you lied about being here. That really hurt me. And I'm just letting you know, I like you a lot and all that, but if that ever happened again, I'm not going to want to talk to you or be around you." A clear conversation, I think, and not in the argument, is the best way to do it. And sometimes you got to call a man on the stuff. A man get caught in a little lie. You got to call him on it, because he'll know now he'll be better with it, and he'll respect you better, especially if he like you. Now, this is a sign though. If you call garbage and he flip out and don't call you no more, it's because he can't take it.
And
don't date him.
At least you know.
Don't date a man that he's worthy of being yourself. And so usually a man gonna show you exactly who he is in the first week. The problem is that women really prophecy. You really got a prophetic gift. You just ignore it because you want to be around this dude. But usually you don't what you're doing God in the first week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. You gotta be able to call on it. Hey, listen, I don't know what it is about you. The player thing about you. You got a little lion spirit on you. You got a little lion spirit.
Wait, I can't hear him anymore.
Your reception was breaking up a little bit, Joe. You were getting kind of grainy.
I'm sorry, but you could tell them, like, when they doing all that, just call them on it and say, "I like you for you." You don't have to do that. And the man will respect that. And if he don't respect that and he leave, then let him leave. You know, don't hold on to nobody that don't want to be held on to. And so a lot of women, I know it's, I mean, but these dudes now at 40, I'm 40 years old, and I thought I was in a good place at being when I was 25. But at 40, being a heterosexual man who owns his business, and then with the ideal that I could dangle in front of you like a carrot, the idea of marriage. So be careful even with men who come out the gate, date 2, date 3, saying, man, all I really want to do is get married. I want to be in a family, and I want to do this and I want to do that. They are playing with your instinctful woman attributes that know that you want to be a wife. And so they'll do that, manipulate the situation. So you got to be careful. When the guys are talking about marriage on the first, second date, watch him. Because he's using for you to get in good. Saying, let me trap my husband. This man could pretend, he wear black socks with his black suit.
That's a scary. Run fast.
Okay.
But they are so good at it. I know guys. I mean, I've taught guys. I used to be that guy. You know, so what I'm saying is that, you know, again, don't allow even your emotions on the good side to make you make bad decisions. Because once you say something or do something, you can't really take it back. And none of us are at an age that we got time to waste any time. You know, we gotta tell these dudes what it is, because they're gonna try to run their game on you. And you know, you gotta call them on it right. And I mean, not check them and not be aggressive, but just say, you know what? Blame it on somebody else. I got a cousin who got a guy who used to do that all the time. He was a big liar. Are you a liar? You know, and I promise you, coming dead at it, it works better than
as you can see, I have some wonderful visitors. This is KK, Kennedy, and Hunter. Hunter, don't want to be on camera. Come on. Here's my other beauty.
Hey,
this is Hunter.
Happy birthday!
We lost you. These are my daughters, ladies, gentlemen. Okay, so they're first partakers of the fruit of Doc Reid and all that. Whether they listen to it or not. Okay, I guess they got me some. What is? Oh, that's not for me. Oh, okay. They went shopping. Okay. KK got jewelry. Oh wow, awesome. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna check all that out when I get done here in a minute. Okay.
You're being sarcastic.
She said I'm being sarcastic. Wow, what a big word. Yeah. Okay. Using it correctly. Joe, where'd you go? Yeah, Joe, where'd you go? Okay, while we wait on Joe to get back, I'm just gonna wrap up and close the loop on this whole bluffing thing. We talked about the mindset of a guy saying, not really believing that you mean it to begin with, because guys go off actions. Then we talked about the action. Okay, once you say, put your foot down, this is what I'm going to do, he's going to test you. Okay, right. He's going to test you, and you better be ready. And if you give him an inch, he's going to say, okay, I got her. Last thing is, there's got to be a consequence. All right, there's got to be a consequence. So the consequence for him, all right, is that you do not let him back in. Okay. You don't accept the calls. You don't respond to the if you're serious, like Joe said, if you're not serious, don't even try to play that game. Okay. Because it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of his time. But if you are serious,
I think a lot of women use that as like a, kind of like a form of manipulation. Like they think they'll say that, and then the guy is panicking.
Right. Yeah, but you know what? It backfires. Right. It's going to backfire, because it ain't going to take him long to realize that you're playing. Now, when he comes back, or if he tries to get in, he may pull out all the stops. He may pout. He may, blame. Oh, you know what? See, you think that, leave it on your voicemail, right? Because if you ain't answering, see, you think that you're the only one in the relationship, what I'm saying, that ain't done nothing. But I've got hurt too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been hurt. And I can't get nobody enough. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool.
Were you on the other line?
or you get the
verbatim.
You may get the begging. Oh, come on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes, I guess I trip, you know what I mean? But it's like the Leon, it's like the Leon voice in Leon in the 5 Heartbeats. We were supposed to be,
Can I run something by you real quick?
What did you say?
Can I run something by you real quick?
No, I'm just go ahead, Reverend.
So I have a friend, and honestly, this is a friend.
Oh, Lord, here we go with the friend. Right, he said not Leon, right?
Honestly. So anyway, this is this story though. So this lady, she is that type, you let your yay be yay and nay be nay. So the guy lied. He told a lie. They had this great relationship, and then he told a small white lie. But she said it was unacceptable. He shouldn't have lied. It was stupid, whatever. So he tried for months. He never let up. It wasn't like he was a stalker, but every now and then he would reach out. How you doing? She didn't respond. He kept on reaching out. This also reminds me, Doc, as you say, it's true. Guys will keep coming back. So don't be afraid, ladies. If you say, if you don't answer the phone and he doesn't call back, he will call again. He will try to get in touch with you. That's, been proven.
Yeah,
so
but
anyway,
the challenging part about that, you got to get to the part where you're willing to. You got to get to the part where you're willing to do that, because you can't bluff your way through that.
No, you can't. But you got to know that even if it takes months, they will come calling, and I had to go through that a few times before Doc proved me right. So anyway, so anyway, after 4 months, because he really was a good guy and he was really, really sorry for what he did, but she let him go through for months, didn't entertain the phone calls, the emails, the text messages, he even had his mother call her.
Big guy.
I told you. I tell women all the time, a guy will pull out all the stuff. They don't listen to me. They're like, no, you don't understand it. He ain't that type of guy. Trust me. If you really cut it, now if he's into you. You know what I mean? If he ain't.
Right. And he was really into her. But the thing that made it so easy was that she really was sincere about, I don't like that type of lying. What it was, basically, he said that he wasn't married. And she looked him up online. Of course, you can go to courtrecords.com and you find, he was divorced.
Little white lie.
He was divorced.
Yeah, he got married and then divorced within a year. It was for somebody to stay in the country, something stupid. So he said that really technically wasn't a marriage, so he didn't want to tell her. But because she found it out, she was saying, you should have told me that and explained it. But his mother, was saying he's miserable. Please talk to him, whatever. And then finally, I even felt sorry for the brother. I was like, sorry. He's really sorry. Well, anyway, now they have this wonderful relationship. I don't think he'll ever lie again. I mean, he
was dark black.
Exactly. Now you don't have to tell me everything. He will tell her the color of his poop, because he is not going to lie about that. Don't look everything. If she asks. But she's also a nurse. So that's true. She has asked about the color.
But you know what? That goes back to train up a child in the way they should go. That goes to train up a child in the way they should go. And I'm not comparing men to a child. It's just the analogy.
They are children.
Okay, well, no, we may do some things, but you women do some things too, but it's behavioral psychology. Okay. Somebody does something, get an undesirable result, and then hopefully it changes behavior. All right. Yeah. Now, what all that is contingent on is, like I've talked about in other videos, was he infected by you? And every time I say that, it sounds so nasty, but I mean,
really
like in a
does.
good way.
Oh,
Like,
that's what I want to ask. And to sum it up, I want to say that that's an example of somebody, she wasn't bluffing, and he did learn his lesson. But the problem is either we're not really sincere about it, or you don't wait long enough for the guy to come to that, to come to himself. Like, who was it? The prodigal son. So that's part of the problem with us as women. We just don't wait, and we're not.
Here's another problem. Who's Tiffany?
I don't know, Tiffany.
I don't know.
We're about to be done. Well, I'm about to be done. I got Fashion Week tomorrow, so.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not gonna be before you long, because considering Tanya, the reason that we're late is because Tanya couldn't get her stuff together. And then she's like, "Well, I'm gone." You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be out here all night.
She was working on all that beautiful makeup and getting her hair done. That's what it is.
No, boo,
Yeah.
boo.
Just because you're hey, listen. Hey, but let me say this. Let me say this and stick a pin in it. Okay, all right, whatever. Let me say this and stick a pin in it. A lot of women mess up because they feel bad. They feel like they're treating the man bad, and they feeling like, I wouldn't want anybody to do me that way. And as a result, they give in. Ladies, let me tell you something. First of all, you're not a man. Okay, I know that's probably very evident, but what I mean by that is, you think we're dying, you think this is killing us. No. Okay, we have that isolation and that solitude to get to ourselves, to find out, is she really what I want? We need that sometimes to get out of our own head, to take it out of the game. It's just such a challenge arena, and say, wait a minute, do I really love this woman? Can I really see me spending the rest of my life with this woman? Okay. And when you help the little baby bird break out of his, shell before it's time, then you don't give the bird, the relationship, what it needs to survive. Okay. So you enable the relationship. But before you go, make sure you get your free book, The Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box. That womp yeah. Okay, go here. It's you have already. Hey, tell me what you think about it. All right, straight up. If you like it, hate it.
You can't see that.
You can't see it.
Okay.
Put your glasses on, Reb. Yeah. Okay. And get the free book. It's gone now. All right. Get the book. Tell me what you think about the characters. Do you see yourself in the book? Do you think that it's something that you can relate to? Has it been helpful? All of that. Don't do that, Reb. Flip it. What do you mean flip it? Because I expect now, oftentimes, when we get done here, people, I can tell that you saw the thing because, about 50 people download the book. But I want you to. This is my down payment. Especially, is it clear? Or should I flip it?
ChristopherReid.org.
Oh, yeah. That is backwards, ain't it?
It's backwards on Periscope.
It's backwards on Periscope. Oh.
I just typed it in.
Well, there you go. Can you see through it? Get your free book. All right. Now, anybody who knows me, I talk about the different types of women, doormat CEOs, and the guarded woman. All right.
That doesn't help.
Okay. You know what? Listen, you just want to get off. That's your thing. You just want to go.
That's right.
You just want to go, Tanya. So I get it. You're gonna, put everybody else down, and that don't help. Okay, whatever. Forget you, man. So go get it. And let me say this: the doormat typically is more susceptible to this whole bluffing thing and not meaning it. I would say all the different types of women, even the garden CEO, can be a little bit. Because when the guy comes back and he's please, baby, 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 please, and you don't really know how to determine if he's real or not, if he's genuine or not, and you're like, I don't really want to be alone tonight, and I wouldn't mind going out. Maybe he's changed. I hope he's changed, and then you fall for it all over again, and then a week to the day, it's the same old thing. Okay, so But you just got to stand your ground. Like we said, if you're not serious, don't play like that. And I know, see, some women say, maybe I'm not where I need to be, but I want to be serious. I'm hoping that I hope I can follow through with this. And then some just end up running. Maybe if I just run long enough, then I can just avoid him. But what if he shows up at your job? What if he calls you on your job? You don't recognize the number. What if he shows up at your home? And he sees that look in your eye. All I got to do is look at her. And if I look at her and I see that look, I know I got her. And so, ladies, even if you cuss him out or you yell at him or whatever, if he calls you, listen, I told you not to. Do you realize that's a response, ladies?
Right.
Do you realize that in a guy's mind, oftentimes, hey, I can take it. See, if she answered, yeah, she yelled, that's cool. But I can take it from yelling to, a little bit more calm, and then we can get into just a casual conversation. Okay, there's hope there. All right. But you don't see it that way. You're thinking, I got it off my chest and I told him. Maurice, you may have to send that again because I didn't see it.
He said that we should do a blab about your video, why he married her instead of you.
Why are you saying it slow? You don't like my video?
No, because I was making sure I said the name right.
Yeah. I know how much you love the video because you've told me on so many vacations.
I love the video. It's a wonderful video. Don't be putting that out there.
Maurice, that's a great idea, and it's so many ideas that I can get videos. It's a wonderful
idea.
Yes, of course. I pay you to say that. Yeah, I pay you to say all those good things. So anyway, listen, just to recap.
I ain't get my check yet.
It's in the mail. Mindset, action, and results, ladies. Okay, did I forget anything? I hope everybody has a happy Valentine's Day. Know that you're special, even if, it's not exactly what you want it to be. Watch this video and get some hope. And there's always tomorrow. Yeah. So this is my down.
You're not going to sing it?
Tanya, we have children watching. Okay.
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
You try to help some people, and
I didn't say I had a date with.
You said you had a date with yourself. Yes, maybe that could mean that you are going to take yourself out.
Sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands, but not like that.
It's definitely time for us to shut it all the way down. And this has been a wonderful broadcast, and I hope that some of our saved, sanctified followers have gotten something out of it. Please don't associate me, Father, with such debauchery. I love you, and I am in your service to do your will. Yeah, and I have made it my life's mission to try to help such people to do these. Hey, look at dear, come on, dear. This is my wife. It's a rare sighting.
That was a rare sighting
of my wife.
She's like a mystical creature.
Right, she came in saw about that much. Like some people's Facebook. Like some people's Facebook.
Unicorn. Where is she?
Like some people's Facebook photos. If you see that, I don't know. Especially if y'all talking back and forth. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I got Facebook. Go to my website, and all my information's on there. ChristopherReid.org. Obviously, this is backwards, so you can't see it. Tanya's supposed to be typing it.
I am.
Yeah, ChristopherReid.org. Website, free book. I'm sorry that doesn't come up. Or at the Doc Reid. I don't know. I keep putting it up backwards, right? No, it came up right that time, didn't it?
Yeah, when you turn it backwards, it comes up right.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? I got to do it like that. I think I figured it out. Is that it?
Man, dude, I typed it like 20,000 times. It's okay. We don't need your little sign.
Oh, look at that. I figured it out for my Periscope peeps. There it is. Okay. Yeah. I was on the short little me. Yeah. Okay. You did type it a bunch of times. All right. Okay, ladies. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pray hard for both of you. When I go to church on Sunday, I'm gonna lay before the altar and hey. I don't need any of that from any one of you. You know, I have the power. I have all power right here. I can give it. I can give it, and I can take it away. Yes. I'm gonna be prostrate before the altar. Yeah. All right.
Whatever.
Okay. All right, ladies. You enjoy yourselves.
Right. Have a good
appreciate
weekend.
you. Yeah. All right. Night.
Night.
Bye, girl.
Bye,
right.
Tanya. See you soon.
See y'all.
Bye,
Night,
Doc.
night.
Call me.
Right. Good night, John boy.
Bye.
Yeah. Uh-huh.